Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wayne State Invitational Day 2. I have surprisingly not lost my voice from yesterday. I don't know about Reese, but today we're down to get two games instead of one. So we'll be here for approximately maybe 3 hours, but there'll be breaks in the middle. So, first match today is from 8 p.m., and the second match is going to be at 10 p.m. It won't last the exact 2 hours, but it'll be around an hour 30, something like that. So Reese, are you here right now?
Yeah, of course I'm
Of
always
course
here.
you are. He's from the UK, so uh, blame him if you can't understand him. It's not my fault.
Well, you guys can't speak English,
Oh yeah, with the UK accent. Honestly, I think the British people have really cool accents. So I'm not even gonna flame you. I just love hearing it.
Of course.
So today we have Wayne State versus Eastern. Eastern Michigan being the eastern side of, I guess, the Michigan's universities, because we also have Western. We're playing at 10 p.m. So Eastern, I actually don't know anything about them. Same with Western. I've heard like high things about Western, like they have really good players, but I actually don't know anything about Eastern. Eastern has like a player base,
We
or
know that.
sorry, what was that?
I think we know that from the east, but look at the name.
Oh yeah, they're from the East. Exceptional analysis. But as a player, as a team, I actually never faced them in TESPA, but I think we actually played Western's B team like a year ago. But I'm remembering not exactly. I don't know if we won or lost or what happened. But
We lost.
today we're playing. It's a completely new team, completely new people. Some are the old members from the old team, but it's mostly a completely new thing. Um, but as we got a special request that can we get a Poogers in the chat? This is for you, Starlight. But the first map is Oasis, and let's quickly talk about the map pool. Um, we got Oasis as the first map. Then we got Route 66 as the escort map. At map 3, Eichenwald as the hybrid. And if it goes to tie, we get to a tiebreaker as Elios on the control point. Now, Reese, what are your thoughts on Oasis as a map?
Again, good map, one of the better maps in the game. Uh, so what's the point again with the high ground on the left side with the jump head? That's probably one of the maps that people struggle on most because of the high ground there, but should be okay.
Oh, true. I think Oasis has a really good balance between what type of comps you can run for the three different map points you get. Because on the city center, you can do the jump pad, as you said, with dive comps, maybe. And on university, it's like a close quarters map, so lots of hybrid, um, like running into it.
But this is Overwatch in 2020, so just double shield every map.
Yeah, just double shield everywhere. But there's also the third map, which is Oasis Gardens, and I think we might see a Farah in here. I hope. I really miss my girl Farah, but she said I'm dying to the Echo every fight, so I gotta swap off to hit scan or play Echo. It really sucks that my girl Farah has not been in meta for a while, but
I don't miss it.
Echo is the better Farah. You don't miss it?
No
Why not? What's wrong with Farah?
damage boost, blue beam,
Oh,
tap, tap,
true.
tap. Oh
Tap.
no, I can't hit them because they're just playing out Valorous.
But
Oh,
which one
what's
is
this? I'm on
better?
console now. Oh,
Oh,
I
on
can't hit them at
console?
all.
We don't talk about console over here.
Man, I was 4-2 on console. Like, just played Junker and Ferret and Genji.
Junker Fire. That's disgusting.
I didn't play them. I played Genji personally, but
Oh, you play Genji on console? How did that
yeah.
go?
Hey, when I got the 4-2 easily, it was kind of really funny, man. They can't hit you.
Wow, they can't. So who can they hit on console? That's the real question.
They can just about hit a Roadhog, and that's it.
A Roadhog,
Yeah.
the fattest guy in the game. What about Winston?
Then, oh yeah, Winston was played a lot as well. It's like mostly Tank played with just Ryan. Arista was played a bit, but wasn't played that much because she like required more aim than Ryan.
Yeah, more aim than Ryan, so just swinging or holding R2 instead of left click this time. I don't know. When I had never played Overwatch console, so I don't know the controls exactly. But I think Oasis actually is not an a launch map. It came out like a year, not a year, but like 6 months after the game's release. But I think it's one of the good maps actually. It's not like the Cancer Fire that is Junkertown or God Forbidden Horizon or the Devil Paris, but But Oasis is one of the good maps that they released later. And we're about to get into the game. I want to see what map we get first. What do you guess, Reese? Oh, looks like we got City Center. So this is the map that has the jump pad on the left side of the point or
So
right side, depending on which
depending
one.
where you spawn.
Yeah, depending where you spawn. Actually, I didn't notice that the gates are color coded blue and orange. That's very cool. Small things you notice. Same thing with the buildings too. There's like a blue glow on one side. That's very cool. So blue team, we have Wayne Stay over here running the Ryan Zarya Baptiste Brig. Very interesting. With a Tracer. Ooh, Tracer. I haven't seen her in a while. Meanwhile, Eastern's running a classic Deathball comp, except with the DPS being Hanzo and McCree. But I do love the Ana Lucio here. Wait, what is Wayne State doing, Chris? Are they pulling a dive
Different.
comp?
Yeah, they're different. See, the ball's back as well. See, the
Oh,
ball
the
is back.
ball. But this time it's not Fire Dragon playing ball, it's Kaba playing ball, which is going to be very interesting. So both teams are off. The Wednesday has taken control of the high ground and immediately jump into the Eastern's backline. Dive seems they kind of. Oh, the Ana is dead. The ball's big slam. They rush into point. And this looks like a clean fight from Wayne State. The Tracer clicking heads. She did the brr. That's a big res on the. This comp is actually very interesting to see how it actually turned out compared to the death ball type S comp
These things
from
gonna
the
see
enemy
the
team.
swap their combo here. Now they're gonna keep the same thing.
So what do you think went wrong in that fight, Reese? How did
Well,
Eastern
it's,
just get
it's
demolished?
like because they're playing Dive and they're Ryan's Ori. Obviously, they're just gonna jump the Anna. The Anna didn't get that much help. She got a bit of help, but not as much as she needed. That's why she ended up dying like a second later. Even though they
So
did, then they could still beat them. See, like Hanzo still.
yeah, Hanzo just got dove on. He got kind of good peel from his teammate.
And everyone dogging him in time. So
They dive onto
as
the
you can see,
backline again and then just delete him.
He's jumping again. Zari's only got one bubble. Not much they can do. They need to stop their combo from you.
But what do you suggest they should go instead of the current comp?
They could either stay the same comp and get a Torbin, or they could dive themselves.
Who would you swap the Hanzo for the Torb?
Yep.
Because I think McCree works pretty well here. Oh, Lust already has Dragon Blade coming up. Wednesday's economy is looking really well. They both have Primal Rage, and we already know Hammond has the Primal Rage on cooldown. We don't have to worry about him. We got Mercy Valkyrie, and we also have Tracer's Pulse Bomb. Eastern switches their Ana to a Moira, and here comes the Dragon Blade. Oh, it gets a fat 2 kill.
1, 2, 3.
3?
More.
4?
Oh.
This is the 4K blade we were waiting for yesterday, but we didn't even need the nano. Lust said, I got this.
A
Play
naked
Mercy.
blade. Naked.
That was a clean 4K with the help of the Winston on Wayne State's side. Eastern's coming back in with their own grab and beat for Kaba's probably Hammond. Oh, Hammond drops his mine super early, try to prevent them from coming to the point. I think they touch. Yes, they touch at the very end. The Ryan's kind of playing really passively, I think. That was a huge combo. Okay, that was a completely unnecessary shatter. But I guess for BM purposes, or maybe it was a fat finger. But that was a huge combo from Eastern side with the McCree ult and Zarya grab. But they should have saved their Ryan shatter for this upcoming fight. Wayne State has to retake their point. They only really need to win one more fight to get back to 100 and win
Could be hard.
the first point.
Find it hard to stay alive with these two.
Right. Oh, Steven presses shift, or excuse me, Kaba presses shift as his arch nemesis, and he dies because he went in too deep. And I guess Starlight was trying to recruit, pull him back with the Lucio speed boost, but didn't work out too well into their favor. This is a quick regroup for Wayne State as they keep losing objective time, but they definitely have the higher ult economy. Or actually, they're pulling up on ults. We have another blade coming in. Do you think he's going to get another 4K? Or is it going to be a hard shutdown with the beat?
It's gonna be a harder. It's I think the
Oh, he
hardware
coming here
played.
on the late with the early
Still
bubble.
naked. They got beat. They got a
B
Moira
has
as
been
well.
dropped,
Yeah, they hardly played anything.
and Moira. Oh, and Hanzo Dragon Strike. Easton seems to be just pressing Q real hard, but it works for them clearly as they got 2 kills. This is a lost fight. They should really just get out. And Lust has been staggered in the back.
Eastern is gonna have a so much easier time winning their fights. They got the Hanzo, they got the McCree as well on their right. The other teams got Mercy Lucio healing the Reinhardt, taking all that damage, and they just got
Mm.
Genji Tracer.
Okay, now they swap to a
Okay, we just
soldier.
got
Okay, here we get a big swap of from Wayne State. We're going to the Moira Brig, so we get mass heals, AoE heals with the soldier also doing self healing. But Eastern is gonna have a better ult economy right now because they didn't
let's
really do
go
any
for the high ground
swaps.
here on Soldier.
The soldier takes a really good high ground position where he can't be contested, and Lucio is contesting soldier and he boosts him off the high ground. That's a big shatter, but let's see if they get any value from it. Kaba gets a pin on the Hanzo, and they need to go really aggressive here and try to win this fight.
Then they get and save their Zarya.
Zarya gets solo grabbed,
Eastern still
unlucky.
yeah,
He presses shift again, but he actually gets a pin this time. They need to keep their Ryan alive. He's their fighting force, and that's a big shatter. But unfortunately, wait, this is so confusing. Oh no, soldier just touch point. No. I honestly I think that he could have sustained a little bit longer if Lust had touched the point there because it was only a Hanzo and Moira. But unfortunate. What? How
so
is
nobody
Eastern
went
looking at?
beat, but like nobody really went like contest heroes to come back. So I don't know. Zarya stayed Zarya. If Zarya was on Boo and lost touch point, mate, or Zarya came out spawn on Zarya. So I don't think even if he touched, nothing would have changed.
I think both teams are looking pretty well here. Like Winston had a really good dive comp in the beginning of getting the point really fast, but they seem to take too long to swap comps, and they had an issue where Eastern just took back the point, and they didn't let go of the point because they had really strong point presence. So Eastern's coming back with the same comp as before, with their classic Ryan Zarya and Hanzo McCree. Meanwhile, Wednesday is going back to their dive comp that was kind of working, but this time the Tracers are playing McCree. How does the McCree really work with the dive comp? Do they blend well together?
Not really, but McCree can still be played, especially on a map like this.
That's true. You can stay up on the high ground or just on the point. So Wednesday gets the first point, to capture it first. As the point ticks forward, Eastern rushes in, gets 2. Vault slams in, and Genji dash cleans up the kills. Moira is dueling the Genji, and Genji loses as his sad DPS hours. And Eastern retakes the point, and Mercy comes in flying and just dies.
I think he's gonna be
Their
looking this off
McCree
here.
just clicked their bodies too well. And they need to really get out, but they're kind of feeding here. But I guess they're staggering the
She
points
thinks
so they
so.
get longer time. So Wayne State has currently 2 ults in the bank with Primal Rage coming up soon. Not sure how much value Primal Rage can provide against this comp, but Eastern's definitely looking like they have the better ult economy and also better ults in general. So Wayne State has swapped to the Ana Moira instead of the Lucio. Genji here pulls out his blade, immediate counter with the B, and the Wayne State's McCree pops ult, gets the Zarya. That's a huge pick on the tank. This is just like a cleanup fight. Fire Dragon gets the kill, and this is going to be a win for Wayne State as they recap the point. Now, Reese, I see a big combo coming up, Grab Dragon, and Wayne State has nothing to counter that. What do you think they should be playing here?
They should be trying to play split, to be honest.
Yeah, I
Let's
agree. Play split and
try and
not
get
get
try and
games.
get that fat deflect, you know.
The fat deflect grab, that would be huge if we saw that. The Ryan is pushing shield really slowly and aggressively. The tanks dive into the backline, but Bribe be cooking dies to their Hanzo with the headshot. That's a
Down.
huge shatter.
Warrior?
Starlight dies really quickly, and this looks like a loss for Wayne State as their main heals are down. And they still didn't even need to use their combo yet. So Eastern's looking really good in the ult economy where they just want a dry fight with the Bush 1 ultimate. And their Misty cleans up real quick, but somehow Misty dies to the Genji, but never underestimate the Wii powers. This is looking like a very good matchup compared to yesterday.
In the first map, it was kind of one-sided, but here
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of easy.
Yeah, currently Wayne State has the higher control point presence percentage. Here comes the grab,
Right here.
and the grab dragon kills 2, 3. The Dragon Blade
Probably
tries his
no point.
best.
As that grab went off, we shouldn't
Oof.
have bladed. Win shouldn't have bladed. As that
Yeah,
grab went
Wayne
off.
should have bladed, save their ults, and go again next round because they had nothing to counter for the grab dragon.
We should have been looking to get out there instead of feeding go to. But they used the high noon to kill him, so probably worth.
Mm-hmm. I think that Wayne State needs to go to a defensive ult rather than the Moira Mercy because they're gonna get comboed again, and they really don't have anything to fight against that unless they really play split and they only grab a singular person. Fire Dragon jumps in with the Winston bubble. Kava charges in as usual and
Yeah,
then dies as fast as possible. Gets punished really quickly. Bright could be cooking, he's clicking their heads as fast as he can. This looks like another win for Wednesday. It's kind of a lopsided. It's like a, what is that term called? It's like a seesaw where one team wins point and then the other team wins a point. It's just like never ending. But Eastern over here has just one fight to win, whereas Wayne State has to hold for at least 2 more fights. What could possibly Eastern do here, Reese, to just cap the point and win the 2-0?
Or just ding two.
Here comes the high noon from Wayne State. It gets huge 2 kills. Their off tank and their DPS is down. This is looking like a clean win for Wayne State. But Ryan and Moira are still surviving. Moira dies and Ryan is also dead. This is actually a better map than the first point they had. Much better point presence and actual counter swapping. So Wayne State goes 1. We currently at 1-1. It's the last point on Oasis University. It's probably like one of my favorite points in the game. I want to see if anyone pulls out the May. Oh, we're seeing a Sombra pick from Eastern side. That's new.
It's May but Mexican, so you
It's
know.
May with Mexican. But I
Stop you
think
from playing.
who's more cancer though? Is May more cancer or Sombra?
Both equally the same because ability-based game take away your ability to Sombra, stop you from moving with May and using the abilities. So practically the same.
True, but I think the May freeze is just drastically more annoying because you get slowed and you can't really move. So, especially with Sombra, at least you can move around, but you just feel useless if you're hacked as Lucio. Sombra over here is trying to get a scouting information on the high ground, and both DPS seem to be clueless about Sombra being there. I don't know where the Sonic arrow went. Sombra hacks into the Kava's shield, making him useless, but immediately shut down by the Brig. Very good play from Starlight. And their Wayne State's main healer Moira is down. They have to really either play safe, but never mind. They're just going in. Kava with a signature charging move gets their enemy Ryan asserting dominance.
He don't care. He goes in.
He don't care. He said, "I'm the Alpha Ryan," and he just presses shift. You know how most coaches say, "Oh, unbind your shift key," but I think for Kava, it's rebind your shift key to shift again. Or even
to
W if you're ballsy. Yeah, to W. He doesn't need the W key. Just press shift. So Eastern's coming back in with the recontest, desperately trying to get a point here. Diva, they swapped Zarya to actually to Diva, and they go up high ground. Here, oh, that's Wayne State gets 3 and 4.
Nice,
Lus is popping off on the Hanzo. As I always knew, Lus was a great Hanzo. I believed in him. We're gonna forget the grab dragon that happened yesterday, where he ulted the enemy grabs instead of Wayne State's grab, but we'll let that slide.
That was just miscommunication.
Yeah, miscommunication. Yeah, we did hear from the team that they said that was a miscommunication issue, but it's whatever. It happens to the best of us. Oh, big gather from Scava, the Alpha Rhine. They don't see it coming. They should just press hard W and get rolled exactly. Wayne State did the Eastern should have checked their flanks. At least their support should have called that, or Ryan be watching where the other Ryan is. But right now, Eastern has their own shatter. Let's see what they can do with their shatter. They also have the Diva Bomb coming up, which I assume they're gonna combo together, unlike in the good old days of Goats. And they also have the Brig Rally and the Moira ult. Basically, they have all their ults except Hanzo. Hanzo gets a huge pick on the main healer, cutting them off from any good healing. This is definitely a winnable fight for Eastern. Who's ulting? Wednesday increase ulting with the high noon, gets no value, gets killed by the Diva Bomb, but it looks like Eastern
Been alright.
can win this. Oh, Lust comes in with a huge dragon, kills their enemy Reinhardt. Chad Kaba said no you and shatters them and gets the kills. And this looks like it's going to be a 2-1 for Wayne State. Tracer desperately trying to come back to point to recontest. And Ball tries his best, but unfortunately he can't. Wayne State wins the first map with a 2-1. Looking very solid for both teams. They look very skill-wise on par. But I think that Wayne State is looking definitely better in the terms of doing the mind games with the Rhine Shatter. Here we can see a huge 4K blade they got on City Center. That's clean. It's always good to see a clean Genji blade. Alright, and we're back, ladies and gentlemen, to map 2 of the Wayne State Invitational. Wayne taking on Eastern today, and they getting the first win on the Oasis map. And we're going on to Route 66, which is a payload map. Reese, what are your thoughts on Route 66 as a map and just Escort in general?
Escort in general, pretty good game mode. Both teams attack, both teams defend. You have to escort the payload. It's like you have to defend on the move, which is really cool. But Route 66 depends. Sometimes the map is complete trash. Sometimes it's a really good map.
Mhm.
But most it depends on the team you're playing with.
Yeah, I swear, I remember in Double Shield, we used to play Bastion on the gas station on defense, absolute cancer push through. I just never really liked Route 66 gas station because it always have the cancer maps or the cancer comps allowed. Like you always had a May Bastion with an Orisa Sigma or Orisa Hog, and you just camp on the gas station, shooting them down through the alleyway when they come in. But this time I think it's gonna be a different matchup. You don't really see a Bastion a lot because I think he's been pretty much kicked out of meta because of better heroes, and he's such a niche pick that they only play him on Junkertown. But even on Junkertown, they stopped playing him, which is hilarious to me.
Trash hero. That's what they're well be working.
That's true. They said they were experimenting with Bastion on the PTR or the experimental with giving him some buffs. I think that buff actually went through, and I'm like, why are they buffing freaking Bastion? I don't understand.
Well, that's them. So nothing really surprises me anymore when they say something like.
That's true. Like it's he's such a oppressive character in lower ranks where you really need the coordination to do anything like to counter a Bastion. Whereas in high ranks they know automatically how to counter him. That's why he's really bad. But in low ranks it's like the Reaper problem where Reaper's really bad in high ranks, but in low ranks he just absolutely demolishes. So
Yeah,
this
I've seen Bastions with no shields in bronze just kill everyone.
right. They're holding left click on the Reaper, or Reaper's holding left click on the enemy team, and they just don't even notice that Reaper's in the line, in the back line, just deleting their supports. And their supports are crying that, please heal for me. So we get into Route 66. Wayne State's defending first. Eastern is attacking. As you see, I think it's a gorgeous map, to be honest. And it's also the backdrop for the Ash cinematic. Did you ever watch that cinematic, by the way?
Yeah, it's very good cinematic. As most
Yeah.
of the cinematic like the actual game. Because
Yeah, their cinematics are
yeah,
better than the game. I really enjoyed the Ash cinematic, just like all the other cinematics. Especially, I think my favorite one still has to be like the Hanzo Dragons one, or the Overwatch 2 trailer. It's such an emotional. It's made me watching the Overwatch 2 trailer made me like, wow, I love this game. But then you play the game, and you're like, I don't know about that one.
you played it. I don't get to play the game. I'm always frozen.
Yeah, I'm not as high as SR as you, so actually, thank God nobody picks Mei in my games. So I always get to kind of play the game. Unless there's a Hammond who constantly boops me around, then I can't do anything. So here we see Wayne State pulling out the Orisa. I kind of shudder looking at the Orisa. I'd rather never see her in my life ever again after a whole year of double shield. But we're not playing double shield, we're playing a Hog Orisa. It's going to be a pulled pork combos, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be great. We got a Widow, we got the Ash. So we have the Click Heads comp from yesterday, but this time it's an Ash Widow. And we're playing
Looking
Bap
good.
Lucio.
Good.
I think you could have probably just swapped the Lucio with a Brig to actually heal your DPS. But other than that, this team comp's looking mighty fine. Ooh, Brightby
We got
cooking
a
gets a real
Alright,
good
Mr.
kill
Hook.
on the Lucio, halting the push. They should just really just Eastern should just back. Oh, that's a huge hook from Kaba, but doesn't really. Oh, actually, it does get kill on the Zarya. Now Eastern really has to back out, and as they're about to just get farmed for ult charge, Brightby cooking is doing his best,
But
clicking their
they
heads.
need to go into the team. You cannot play passively against Mr. Hawk, or his shield is just gonna break. They need to go.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. If you're playing a Rhine Zarya, especially with the Lucio, I think you just speed rush onto them and just beat them down with the Rhine hammer. But I think their Rhine holds shields for way too long.
Yeah.
He's a very passive Rhine, whereas Kaba just presses shift on cooldown and barely uses shield because he knows when to block and when to go aggressive.
It was always aggressive.
Yeah, Kaba doesn't know what passive means. Listen, so Bob coming in from the Wayne State actually is doing really a lot of value, getting absolutely demolished here, but he gets booped away by Eastern. But no worries, Wayne State said we're going into your spawn room as Bribe just clicking heads on Widowmaker.
It was killing
How
everyone.
do you think
Who
they
is this guy?
really? Yeah, who is this guy? I think Bribey Cookin is actually like a 4500 DPS player who who actually I wanted to get him on the team, but he was a little bit too busy.
He's only 0.5. Why is this so low?
Wait, you said 4.5 is low? I wish my SR was 4.5 so you could call it low. I wish. Bribey Cookin just can't stop clicking heads. He just deletes their DPS out of existence.
I was putting the
And
mouse 5. You're clicking everyone's head.
yeah, actually, I think he might be aimbotting someone. Cut the VOD real quick. We don't want to be hacking here.
Yeah, well, I aimbot too.
You aimbot too? Or are you just gonna publicly admit that?
Yeah,
Okay.
aimbots. If you're above 4.3, you aimbot.
True.
Do
There
you
are
think
lots
it's
of hackers.
humanly possible to reach those SRs?
So Eastern over here is waiting in spawn. They have all of their ultimates. I think they're just gonna pop Q and hope, pray to win. Meanwhile, Wayne State also has pretty much all their ults ready. Starlight is very low. He needs to back up, otherwise he's about to get deleted by some random gunshot. So Eastern's pushing in. They're not really using their speed boost to their advantage. Ryan gets hooked. Junk gets nanoed. It's a huge grab coming in. Gets two, but they get no value from it. Wayne State
Looking
is
like a
doing their
4.
cleanup duty.
Wayne.
Now Wayne State is just gonna push in to their spawn. Excuse me. Once again, it's gonna be a clean fight. I think they're just gonna get first, like full held on this choke point right here.
Hey, why the backing off keep going to the spawn?
Yeah, where is that strat like Junkertown where you just spawn camp them on defense and just don't let them touch the point? So now they're Eastern's coming back with their attack on climbing up to the high ground here.
Let's
Good
put up the
pull
high
by
ground.
Fire Dragon, dropping them back to the low ground. Now they seem to be rushing. The Shatter
Go
against
to a shot
nobody.
against someone. Window down. Eat up. Just looking low here. This is
Fire
down.
Dragon goes down. I think this is still winnable for
Left
Wayne
flank.
State as Kaba is in their back line. Had a great hook. Unfortunately, couldn't get the kill. But Bribe said, "Hold the phone. I got my head clicks in game." And Bob
Yeah,
comes
Bob-
in as seventh player. Huge spawn. Bob is always doing something all right. Their Hanzo ult as a last minute effort, but unfortunately, I don't think they're gonna do anything here as Wayne State holds them on first point of Route 66. Almost forgot the map name because I don't play this game that much.
Look at
That was
Easton could have done stuff to solve their comp. To deal with the widow, well, basically the widow Nash, but they didn't.
yeah. I definitely think that that the Widow was definitely a big helper in Wayne State's comp over there, and they really should have countered it with like their own Widow or swap their comp to run a dive comp to shut down their Widow, because the Widow really didn't deny or didn't let them have any space whatsoever. If you just got into her LOS, she just clicks on your head, which is basically what Widowmaker do. Widowmaker does anyway. Just she sees you, she clicks on your head, you're just dead. It's quite unfortunate. You just don't get to play the game.
Yeah, it's almost like it's made, but it requires aim.
Yeah, I think honestly, Widow's definitely one of the most oppressive characters in the game. But I guess she's more forgiven because she actually requires skill to shut down people, whereas Maze just hold left click lull forehead.
Even in gems, widows still look down upon.
Oh really?
Yep,
Who do they think is actually like reasonable to play without getting flamed? Is it like McCree?
McCree, Genji, Hanzo to a certain extent.
Yeah, I actually really love my boy Hanzo. I used to play him a lot, but then I realized that I'm really not good at DPS, so I just stopped playing on DPS. But here we go. Wayne State's coming in with an Echo. Yes, I want to see an Echo, but very interesting heal choice for an Echo because she can't really be healed, but either Bab or Lucio consistently at least. But they seem to be going with an aggressive Deathball comp here with a dive sort of DPS. Trace is going into the back line doing her sneaky sneak attack. Meanwhile, Eastern is holding on the gas station as usual. Bribe goes in the back line, gets a couple of frags, but doesn't kill anyone and
Hanzo's
just
in.
goes back.
This
Lust
is gonna
going in with the Echo and just absolutely deleting them. Fire Dragon helps out. This might be a clean kill from Wayne State, and this might just be a roll over here. And that's what it looks like. Wayne State pulling out the 2-0 from Eastern, but even though they have won the series, they still have to play the last map for map differential. I think Wayne State is looking real good compared to yesterday, wouldn't you say?
kind of clean. It's almost like they got different players on the team or something. I don't know what's going on.
It's kind of
You
funny
sure?
to
You
say
sure
that.
they're on the same one?
There are actually some different players on the team, but it's just
Oh,
the subs that weren't free yesterday that could be available today on the weekend, or in the weekend, I should say.
they're playing
But
better
we'll
as a
be,
team.
yeah, they are actually playing better as a team. I think they took our feedback from yesterday and they will focus on improving again with their coordination and not going in too much. But we'll be right back after another 2 minute break with the last map in the series. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Invitational after a quick short break. We have our last map of the day going on right now, Eichenwald. This is actually one of my favorite maps. Kind of a beautiful looking map, to be honest. I played it after they fixed the map with the choke point issue. Reese, were you there when the map first came out?
Even remember, to be honest, I think it was.
Because I know they had that choke point uh, on Eichenwald where you could only go through one way, and that was really tedious to push through on attack. But then they added that side doorway for people to go through, so you could actually have some different space to go through and actually have a chance of attacking instead of just getting absolutely chokeholded on the choke point.
Not to do that, but then they make Paris like a
Oh
couple
yeah,
years
right,
later.
right, right. They do that. They learned that having one singular choke point is bad, but then they made Paris. Like, come on, Blizzard. But here's the thing though, like all the bad playable maps are actually really the most beautiful looking maps. I'm very confused. Like Paris looks absolutely gorgeous to look at,
That is
but
very true.
like it's like one of the worst maps to play.
I'll go down to Business HQ and ask some questions.
Yeah, add Blizzard, please fix. Good thing they removed the map from the actual map pool. Same thing with Horizon, so they can quote unquote fix it. But I want to know how they fix it in Overwatch 2. So let's get into Eichenwald. Wayne State back again with defending. What do you think about their choice of defending first every single map? Is that a good strategy, or does like attacking or defending just not matter when you're just playing the game?
It kind of depends. If you want to know what you have to be, if you know your defense is strong, obviously you're gonna want to defend first, so you can full hold and just get that one tick for the win. If you feel like your attacking's better, then you should just go for the attack if you want. Well, really, I like depending on the situation. If I'm playing quick play, obviously I like to attack first. More time to play. From playing compound, I
Mm-hmm.
want to defend first, so I can just full hold and get the game over and done with.
I see. So Eichenwald is a hybrid map, which means that attackers go to a point to capture it first, and then they move on to pushing the payload all the way to the end. And defenders' goal is to basically stop them from going all the way to the end, or even just stop them from capturing the point first. So you just capture the point by killing all the people on the point, and then just sitting on it for like 35 seconds, and it captures the point. But each map actually has a different time for it to capture, which I thought was very cool. I thought they were all like 30 seconds. But here we go. Wayne State's defending with their double shield comp with the Tracer McCree and Bap Rig. Looks pretty solid here. With Eastern pushing along with their Orisa of their own, but not double shield. They're running a Hog combo. I think they went Hog for the anti Tracer over here, and Hog was successful in denying the Tracer any kills. But Bribe is going back in and gets the Mercy kill, and he's on the Ana, but he quickly recalls back, and he's about to go back to his team with the Jukes. Oh, but he gets killed by the Orisa. I've actually never seen an Orisa kill a Tracer before. That's new. So I think Eastern over here has to regroup, wait for their Mercy to come back, and then they push in together as a team. But she already has Nano, which is great. I think. What do you think is going to get Nano here? Is it going to be the Bob
More than likely gonna be the a hog
Hog? Yeah, I
or
think so
the
too.
junk.
Because
No,
Bob
go
is
for the
nowhere near
AC
to be
one.
found.
Go for the AC one for a Junkrat flop into the
Oh yeah, it's like the PvP came back from retirement just to play this game. Oh, the huge pull fire strike combos. The team looks really well coordinated. Actually, to be honest, I've never seen this type of pull combo before. They kind of missed that one. But Bribe is over there in their backline harassing them constantly.
Looks like
Meanwhile,
Easton's gone back to spawn to swap with the comp.
yeah, Eastern has swapped their comp to a Genji Tracer. It looks like they're going a dive comp. They are. I wonder if their purpose is just dive past the choke point, or
I
is
don't
it
know
to
what
be
this is.
more?
Nano Blade. Let's
Yeah, it's a Nano
go.
Blade, but you have to wait for the Genji to get Blade. Please, come on.
No,
That's
you
gonna
can
take
use
5 years.
it. No, it's not. I believe
In
in him.
this meta. All right,
Yeah,
so
he's already
Eastern
on
is
a
trying their best to push
15%.
in.
The bomb goes down though. The nano's up.
Bongo, one of the most broken ults in the game, huge damage boost, and it looks like Wednesday is gonna do like a little
The
bit of
trace again
cleanup
is
duty.
in. On the
But
on
but
the
Eastern
bridge.
still has a survivability chance
Of
of getting
getting
in.
down.
Huge shatter
Big
from
shatter.
Kaba.
Very winnable.
They should kill the Lucio as fast as possible. They do kill him and stagger the Diva. Don't kill her for suffering for the Diva players.
Stunner
Looks
stop.
like
Right?
them.
Stunner.
Keeps on, and they kill her at the end. Unfortunate. They could have stalled a little bit longer. Wait,
Sends
who
it
did
to
they
the
nano
Gulag.
last fight? I didn't even see.
They're now the monkey.
Oh, they didn't have the monkey. Okay, so they clearly don't have anything for Nano Blade yet, but we're far off from any Nano Blades in the future. Bribe going in again with this classic backline diving, but he just quickly backs out because it's not the right time. Eastern going through the side choke point here, trying to do their best to get through the choke point with the double shield. But they really shouldn't be focusing too much on the choke points anyway.
Yeah, as long as
Bribe
Genji
killed
is in behind.
Eastern's Ana, just absolutely deleting. And Wayne State is going to do a quick cleanup duty here and just take out Eastern for another push.
Looks like these guys even need to be more coordinated with their dive, or they're trying to play for Nano Blade.
Yeah, I think they keep going like the wrong area for a dive. Like they keep going like they want to use corners and hide points, but you just dive in, just pick a target and dive. Bribe is over there. He's still waiting for their Ana to come in so he can go kill her.
Genji down again.
And Genji is down real quick.
Bongo
Bribe's
down
over there
again. The
backline.
beats up. Find Yun on the court.
Hayden coming in.
Finds one
Kills
behind
one.
him.
Diva tries her best to block it, but unfortunate. Didn't work out too well. Their Tracer's trying her best, but she gets stunned and deleted. McCree said, "Not your day, British woman." Just clicks on her head.
Bro, this just went from like even game to just one sided. Like
That is true.
I think it's because yesterday they were in their heads rent free yesterday, but now they're in everyone else's heads rent free. Like, I'm proud of Wayne. In like
Yeah, they definitely
12
look better.
hours, they've improved.
Yeah, in 12 hours, they improved to like a completely different team. They have better coordination. They have made fewer mistakes. But I want to see how they do against Western in like the next hour. But Eastern is also trying their very best here.
Well, to
In
be honest, when people make memes of me, I improve as a player too. You know,
true. Oh yes, and the very good old meme, of the infamous Dorado ball.
yeah, ball
For those
flying
who don't
in,
know
just
what we're
dying.
referring to, it was on the Discord server. If you type in um, like command Discord, it should show up the Discord link for the server, I believe, and you can come join us there. We're all friendly. I don't know about Reese, but we're all friendly there. We have a good time.
You know what I mean? British people are like the most friendliest people on the planet. Who else
Yeah,
offers you
not
tea
when
when
you're
you walk into the
blaming me
house?
for playing Ana.
But that's so you can learn.
That is true. That is true. Blaming sometimes helps. Wait, what is this? They pulled out the Ori Sigma. I haven't seen that in years.
The whips are the May too.
Oh,
They
they're
won
they're
this dub.
trying their hardest. They pulled out
Oh,
the
the May
actual
walls, the mess of
super
the May
good
wall, the
marathon.
mortality's down based on.
That's a fast kill on the ground. Is
Sorry,
that a
down though.
Doomfist I see?
Straight. Wait,
It's
is
the
it?
Doomfist. I haven't seen Doomfist all game today. That's crazy. Doomfist is going in for a punch. He misses the Ana, and he's
Oh,
gets
he's
slapped.
asleep.
He's about to die.
Getting frozen. Yeah,
And
he's
he
dead.
got frozen. He didn't get to play the game at all. That's just the Doomfist experience right there, where you go in, but you don't do anything. You just get slept, frozen, stunned, and then hack too if they have a Sombra. Why not? Add that to the list. So Wayne State's coming in. They're kind of playing split right now. Kaba's on by himself on the left side of point, and the defense is about to rotate to Kaba to pressure him
They
out.
lost
But
one
Wayne
shield.
State's got their
He's
back.
going in. Windows down. McCree's in that team. McCree dead. Looks
They're
like
about
this
to
is
kill
just
the
gonna be a
mid right
quick
on my
dub
truck.
for
They use
Wayne.
all her abilities. She has no abilities left. That's a huge
Another
shattered
dub for
on the
Wayne.
ground. The ground is shook, and Wayne takes 3-0 on Eastern. That
I
looked
don't know,
like a
but
very
whoever's
clean
shadow
series.
was that, they got shattered. Their shadow is gone.
Yeah, they don't even want to mess with it. And here we go with a
And a
brig play of the
break with
game.
the.
I think
Let's
we have to
skip this,
cut the
guys.
VOD.
Skip. Where's the skip? Who's in charge of this skip?
Can we cut the VOD real quick?
Cut it.
Cut the VOD.
Why are
We
we
don't
still
need to
here?
change the
Hey,
brig play of the games.
who's controlling this? Why are we still here?
Why are we still here? Just to
Why did you
suffer?
make us watch that?
Oof. I never want to see a brig play of the game in my life.
Like, when I signed up for this, I could have sworn I was in my contract not to watch stuff like that. But,
Unfortunate we had to see that, but Starlight did a great job on the break. I think Wayne State in general did a really good job there, playing against Eastern. So overall, Reese, what are your thoughts on Wayne State looking like?
I mean, way better than yesterday. More coordination, actually playing together. Like, yesterday it was like everyone's just playing FFA, running off doing their own. And people weren't, obviously, like, people flanking. It's probably being cool, but no one was, like, listening to it. But it looks a lot better today. It's like cool's actually being listened to.
That is true. I want to see how they fare against Western in the next matchup, coming at 10 p.m. So we actually got done pretty early. It was like a 48 or 50-minute like match. Usually expected like last more than like an hour or something, but no worries. We'll be having the stream open, just playing with the intermission music and stuff. We'll be back at 10 p.m. Eastern, so you can go get your snacks, go watch like an episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender if you
Yeah.
haven't started
You can
already.
go, you can go finish One Piece as well, guys.
Yeah, you can go finish One Piece. God, how many episodes are there? Aren't there
Like
like 500?
948.
Yeah, god awfully long episodes. But you can do that too. Why not? You can get yourself a meal, go to the bathroom, take a shower, be back at 10 p.m. We'll be having a great round of Overwatch with you, with the same maps as today. But hopefully, I want to see them go more neck to neck. It'd be very interesting to see how Western plays out because I think they have a couple of GM players or very high skilled players.
It's gonna
So
be spicy.